Hey people, I know it's been a little while since I made a video. Over the weekend, I had some mic issues, but it's all squared away. I was hoping that it sucks because I couldn't. I wanted to make a Iris Laura video, for his post fight on his bout, and I also wanted to make a Jamal Charlo video talking about his post fight, but the time has come and passed, so it's whatever. We're going to talk about some new things. We're going to talk about Guillermo Rigondeaux. Before I get to the main purpose of what this video is about, I want to say something about Guillermo Rigondeaux. All right. I'm a casual fan, right? So therefore, forgive me if there are some fighters and some boxers and some situations that I am not too familiar with, because I'm just a casual fan. I'm not claiming to be an expert. I don't know the first and last names of every single boxer or professional boxer or whatnot, and I don't their whole career and their life stories and whatnot. But I when I do get catch wind of a certain situation going on, I try to make light of it, or that's what I will try to do. And there's been a lot of injustices that's been going on with Guillermo Rigondeaux's career, and I've only gotten hip to this incredible boxer. That's what Guillermo Rigondeaux is, an incredible boxer. I've only gotten hip to him mid to late last year, and I gotta tell you, the things that the media says about him, how they portray him, he is not as nearly as boring as people like to portray him to be. Unless you're the type of person that just wants someone to stand in front, take hits, just play, rock'em sock'em robot with you. Then Guillermo Rigondeaux may not be for you. But in my opinion, he has a style that's even more energetic than Floyd Mayweather's. When he's really getting heated, when he's getting going. I think he's an incredible boxer. He's definitely fun to watch, and if you want to see some artful displays of masterful footwork and just great head movement, stuff like that, then you want to watch Guillermo Rigondeaux, okay? But anyway, let's get to the purpose of the video now. So recently, I stumbled upon an article on ESPN's website, and I think the person that wrote the article was Dan Raphael. And basically, in the article, he talks about how Guillermo Rigondeaux has been reinstated the WBA champion at the junior featherweight division. All right, this is good news and this is bad news. Okay, one, this is good news because Guillermo Rigondeaux is one of the best fighters in the world, so he definitely deserves to have a champion. He deserves to have a title belt. But it's bad news because that means that Carl Frampton no longer has to worry about a fucking mandatory. That means he's signed, sealed, delivered the deal. Okay, he's done what Guillermo Rigondeaux. He said, "Fuck Guillermo Rigondeaux," and it's just it really blows because this was the only upside to Guillermo Rigondeaux losing his belt in the first place, his WBA belt. Okay. He for those of you that don't know, Guillermo Rigondeaux a while back lost his he once was a unified title holder of the WBO belt and the WBA belt, but he lost both belts due to quote unquote inactivity. Okay? He was trying to get these big fights, he was trying to get fights, he was even trying to fight his mandatories. By the way, shout out to 78 Sports TV. He gives he made a great video that explains the whole Guillermo Rigondeaux situation. If you guys are not familiar with it, please go on this channel, search it. It's it's a video over 30 minutes long. It was a great video, and you really get enlightened as to what's going on with this poor individual's career. It's incredible. But anyway, let's get back to it. So my thing is this, okay? So he was once the unified title holder of the WBA and the WBA and the WBO belts, right? But he lost both to quote unquote inactivity. But the whole upside of that whole situation with the WBA belt, losing that WBA belt, was the fact that whoever won between Carl Frampton and that other fucker, they had to fight Guillermo Rigondeaux, all right, as a mandatory next. But Carl Frampton decides that, hey, you know what? Instead of facing this monster, this speed demon, this accurate defensive wizard, I'm gonna go up and fight Leo Santa Cruz. All right, he's Leo Santa Cruz. Don't get me wrong, he's also a great boxer, but because of that, now it's like the Saul Canelo Alvarez Gennady Golovkin situation. Okay, even though Guillermo Rigondeaux gets the belt, he doesn't have the necessary name that comes with it. Okay, Guillermo Rigondeaux can't progress his career. Like, don't get me wrong, belts mean something in the boxing world. Okay, but when you look back at legacy, you're not looking at the belts. You're looking at the names. Who did this person beat and when did he beat him? Okay, and so even though it's good that Guillermo Rigondeaux has that belt, the WBA belt, with him, when his career is over, if he does not have Frampton's name, it's like I said, just one less important name to be on his resume, and it just sucks. Okay, win, lose or draw. I mean, you should, being a fighter, being a boxer, you should want to get those best names on your resume, and that's another guy that's gone with the wind. And Guillermo Rigondeaux, he's kind of stuck at the crossroads here. He's a really small guy. Guillermo Rigondeaux, I think he's definitely he's one of the smaller guys in the division. Every time, like, I looked at some of the highlights, and every time he's in the ring with someone, he looks like it takes two of them to match the height of his opponent. So it's like I don't think it'll be the best idea for him to start climbing weight classes, but that might be what he has to do in order to get the fights that he deserves. You see what I'm saying? So it's a really sad situation that Guillermo Rigondeaux has to deal with, but anyway, yeah. So Guillermo Rigondeaux, he's back to being the WBA champion. This is good and bad news in my opinion, but this is the situation we're left with. So hopefully Guillermo Rigondeaux can get some good fights in. Now that the whole Carl Frampton thing is a bust, you know what I want to see? I want to see Roman Gonzalez step into the play, okay? Mr. Pound for Pound King. I want to see him step up to the bat. Well, I want to see Roman Gonzalez versus Guillermo Rigondeaux at some point, okay? Because they are both small dudes. They should both get it on at some point, in my opinion, okay? Mr. Pound for Pound. All right. Anyway, thank you for listening. Again, I'm not an expert of boxing, okay, but you don't have to be an expert to give an opinion on something. So, thank you for tuning to A Casual Fan, and I'm a casual fan, and hopefully I'll be back again with some more videos for you guys. Take care.